I know I owe you a low buy check-in, so it's a Sunday morning. I just did spin today and now I'm having some of my coffee. So I thought, you know, now is a better time than any to sit down and do my September check-in with you guys. Now we're in October, today's October 6th. I'll fill you in on all the things. I don't know, where can we go? I have a lot I want to talk about. I asked you guys about some sponsored content and how you'd feel about that on my channel. And you guys, the response I got from you was amazing. Like, thank you so much. I have had the opportunity to at least entertain some sponsorships, some sponsored content for my YouTube channel. And I really want to do it, but I did feel like conflicted about it because of my commitment to minimizing the amount of shopping that I'm doing, to get out of, like, my commitment to getting out of debt, to pay off my student loan, that kind of thing. So I was feeling very polarized about it. Please just know that, like, you'll never see like a haul on my channel for as long as I'm doing this low buy and trying to be more conscious about spending and impulse buying and all of that. You'll never see a haul or like a must have or you need this. Like, I'm not going to use those kind of words. I'm obsessed, I'm in love. Like, I have done that in the past on my channel. I have hauls on my channel. And looking back on that, the way I feel about things now is like, all of that language is so triggering, and all of like the nature of those videos was very triggering for me. So in terms of just general content on my channel and in terms of sponsored content, I'm not going to do a haul. I'm not going to push something down your throat and like force you to buy anything. That's definitely never my intention. But I felt conflicted about it, about sponsorships, because essentially I am advertising. So that was where the conflict was, is the fact that I will inherently have to be advertising if I'm doing sponsored content. Like, your feedback and your response has been amazing. You guys basically all just said, girl, get that cash, pay off that debt. And like, that's kind of what I want to do with the money that comes to me from these opportunities. I've been creating content for a few years now, brands that I already use, or that add value to, like, brands and products that add value to my everyday life that I actually use, or with core ethics and values that I believe in. They're starting to approach me, and it's really exciting. And like, I can't, like, there's no denying about that, you know. My work is being recognized. I'm working my ass off on this channel and on my other socials. So it's really, really exciting to have that start to be recognized and to have the opportunity to actually make a viable income from it. So with that, I'm like hella excited. I really want to do it, but I know I have to be like choosy, and I have to maintain my value and my value system when I am choosing to do sponsored content. You guys will see some sponsored videos coming up on this channel. A lot of you mentioned that you want to know right away, so I'm not going to hide it in the video. Like, it'll say ad or whatever in the title. I'll have it in the description box, like first thing and at the end with the FTC disclosure. I think in working with brands and having partnerships, I don't want my values to change, and that's always at the forefront of my thoughts process whenever I am like reviewing these pitches and reviewing these opportunities. If it doesn't align with me, I'm not going to do it. You know, with products and with clothes or whatever services, they have to add value to my life in some way in order for me to even share it with you guys. So that's sort of where I'm going to hold my, you know, when I'm vetting these opportunities, that's sort of the criteria that it has to meet. It has to still stick with my values. I don't want to shove anything down your throat. And just know that there is never any obligation on your end if you're seeing something, whether it be a product that I am talking about or showing, like sharing in an outfit video or something like that, sponsored or not, there's never any obligation for you ever to purchase that. And I hope that's sort of the theme of my channel, and that you can see that throughout, is that just because I have something or I'm using something or I'm wearing something and you like it and you're curious about it, check it out. No harm in that, but always have that pause button ready to be hit. Like if you see like a black blazer or something like that. The point of my channel is you probably already have something very similar at home, especially when it comes to clothing. So I really want you to use my channel as inspiration. A lot of you use it as motivation. So, you know, when I'm coming at you from the more lifestyle, fashion, beauty angle of my channel, just always keep that pause button in mind. The other thing that I will always try to keep in mind is my jargon. I'm really paying attention to the words that I'm using when I am talking about a product, sponsored or not. I will never say you need this. I will never say I'm obsessed. You need this. I love this. You have to have this in your life. Your life isn't complete without it. Like all of those sort of hyperbole descriptors to sort of force this feeling of like need and to drive that anxiety, that like, ooh, like in my stomach, like I need this thing now. That's never my intention, and I don't like, I'm very conscious of that, because for me, that sense of need would happen when I would be watching like certain videos and things. So I don't want to shove that down your throat. You know, at the end of the day, there's few things that we actually need. If there's something that I'm using that brings value, I will share it with you guys. I'll always keep it 100. I'll always be transparent about it. And at the end of the day, this is something that I've been working towards. It's an opportunity for growth. It's an opportunity for me to generate another income doing something that I'm passionate about, that I love, to be creative, and it's gonna help me get out of debt faster. So that's just kind of where I wanted to leave you with, you know, future videos coming up on my channel. Some may be sponsored. You'll always know. I'll try to be as transparent about it as possible. And I'm always open to your feedback. So let me know your thoughts, questions, concerns. I'm here for it. As for low spend September, I didn't have a lot of time to check in with you guys on it. If you follow me on Instagram, which I'll leave down here, I talked about it a little bit more there, but I kind of did my no spend September in silence on my own. I invited you guys to join me, and some of you did, so let me know in the comments down below how it went for you. It's now October. For me, the no spend September was a really nice reset. I think I did really well. I didn't buy any clothes, any makeup, any skincare. Some things were gifted to me in this month in terms of skincare and things like that, but I didn't buy anything new for myself, and I budgeted zero for all of those types of things, and I was able to stick to it. That is not to say that I wasn't tempted. I did something as silly as like I gave my sister a concealer that I was no longer using, and then I was like, oh crap, I actually do kind of want to use that. And then I thought about it, I'm like, okay, I'll just buy a new one. And I didn't. Like, there were times when I was super bored and I was like, oh, I can just like walk to Sephora, I live really close by, pick up another concealer, but that wasn't in my budget. And the other thing too was that September was a tighter month. I told you I paid off like over $5,000 on my loan in August, and that's because we got paid 3 times in my job. So I was able to budget for that ahead of time and able to lay down a lot of money on my student loan. This month I was only able to put down around $2,600, which was still a lot. I still kept things fairly tight, but I was only able to do that because I made a commitment to myself not to shop, not to spend frivolously. Like, this was September was a month of needs only and never any wants. So that went really well. It felt really good. I was definitely, again, still tempted. I caught myself watching like haul videos and fall staple videos and things like that. And I saw some items on there that I really wanted. Like, I want another Anina Bing blazer. I want a tie-dye sweater for some reason. So I'm still getting influenced, and I'm still feeling those urges to shop and to acquire things, to stay on trend and stuff like that. So that's always something that I just have to keep in check. I don't know if those feelings will ever really go away. It's just more how I acknowledge these thoughts and these urges and impulses and what I decide to do with it later. This month really taught me that to sort of wait and put things off, and that rule of waiting and deciding, you know, a few days later, a week later, a month later, if you still want the item. I really put that rule into play this month because I really wanted to stick to my commitment of a no spend September. So some of these items that I wanted, I'm still thinking about them, but the other thing I'm learning is the value of $1 a lot more. I'm still feeling really good about paying off my student loan. I'm still feeling really aggressive about it, and any other money that I have, I'm really trying to put down on that student loan. And so for example, there's an Anina Bing blazer that I want. It's $350 US. By the way, I live in Canada. Our dollar is not good. So that turns into like a $400+ item. How many hours do I have to work to make $400+ Canadian? How else can I spend that money? Where else can that money go? In terms of days or months, how much closer to my debt-free goal will that take me? So I think in my no spend, I really was able to kind of practice the art of delaying and slowing down, and to stay mindful of the value of $1 and where I really want to put that money. So that's where I'm at going into October. So I'm feeling good about that. I'm still feeling like, you know, fall fashion is still out, it's still around. Things are coming out constantly, and there's things that I'm just like so into. Like, I'm still wanting and I'm still coveting like crazy, like, don't get me wrong there, okay? It's just more, again, what I'm doing with those feelings of coveting. Another thing that I really have to do this month is decluttering, because again, I'm catching myself really wanting and like searching for the item, like clicking the link in bio and like trying to see what that item is and picking sizes and thinking about, you know, if I bought it now, when would it arrive and when could I wear it? So I'm doing those things. Those old behaviors are coming back. The only thing that is different is that I'm actually not purchasing anything, because my why, getting out of debt, being debt free, living like no one else now so I can live like no one else later, I can almost taste it. Like, it's still like a year away in terms of paying off my student loan, but I can taste it, and it's getting closer and closer and closer. I just want that gone. So like that new pair of jeans or that blazer or that sushi or whatever, it's such a short-term thing that is getting in the way of my long-term goal, and keeping my why in mind is really like I want it. That's where September's at. Going into October, I've budgeted about $5,000 to put down on my student loan, so that's gonna feel dope. Yeah, so that's where we're at. So yeah, my coffee is almost done. I think I've been talking for quite a while, but I have owed you guys a check-in. Mentally, I'm feeling up and down. Some days I feel very like my old self, and like I really just want to revert and say screw it all. And then other days I'm feeling much stronger. Ultimately, I'm sticking to my guns. I'm sticking to my why. And I just hope I can keep that up, because it's really close. I can taste it like my Thanksgiving turkey, which is coming up this month if you live in Canada. So I need to go start decluttering because this caffeine is kicking in. Let me know how your September went. Let me know if you did a no spend September and how that went for you. And now we're in October, so you know, fall fashion is still out. It's hot, things are coming in. We have Christmas shopping to start thinking about. A bunch of sales are going to be coming up, like Black Friday is coming. So how are you preparing for that? Thank you guys again so much for watching. Please like this video if it resonated with you in any way, and I would love it if you subscribed, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.